Hi everyone!
It's Paisley,
And Lilly.
here with episode 1 of All About Sweat, Tears, and Laughter.
Today we will be talking about soccer. If you play soccer or just enjoy the sport, then you should tune in.
Later, we will interview Mrs. Walsh, a girls' JV soccer coach at CPPHS.
We will talk to her about her season this year and her perspective on being a soccer coach.
We will also ask Lizzy some trivia questions and interview her about herself as a soccer player. Now let's talk about the game of soccer.
Okay, so we all know that the Olympics happened this summer, and soccer actually did pretty good this year. Our USA women's team won first, and the women's Brazil team got second, and the women's Germany team was in third. For the men, Spain won first, and France got second, and Morocco got third.
For the USA women's soccer, they've won the FIFA World Cup 4 times. They won in 1991, 1999, 2015, and 2019. They also won the Olympics in 1996, 2004, 2008, 2012, and 2024.
So obviously the FIFA World Cup is kind of a big event for soccer players. It happens usually every 4 years. For the World Cup this year, USA just defeated England 3-0 to take third place at the 2024 FIFA U17 Women's World Cup. For the past World Cups like 2022, the men's Argentina team won 3-3 against France by a penalty kick shootout. And for the 2022 World Cup again for women, Spain won.
So for the men's soccer, the team has won 7 gold cups and earned 3 Nation League titles. But the team has yet to win the Olympics.
So if we're talking about soccer and just about the sport in general, we need to talk about where it came from. Soccer originated in the 19th century in Europe. So a fun fact about soccer is it's not called soccer like anywhere else but the USA. Everywhere else calls it football.
So a lot of countries and people around the world play. More than 200 countries play soccer, and there are over 240 million players registered worldwide.
So now let's talk about some big leagues. The Champions League is a huge league for soccer. The most successful club that has played was Real Madrid, even though we've had a lot of good clubs and a lot of good matchups. And the top scorer was a player on Real Madrid, and in my opinion was the best player of all time, and it was Cristiano Ronaldo.
La Liga is also a big league in the soccer world. The first national football league in Spain. It was founded in 1929. La Liga translates to the league in English. The current champions are Real Madrid.
So soccer has come a long way throughout the years. The rules are like one of the biggest things that has really evolved. A lot more rules have been put in place, like the offsides rule, which is basically the one team's attackers can't go past the last defender on the opposing team because it just makes it unfair because like a person can just stand down there the whole game and wait for the ball to get passed up and then score. And some penalties have changed, like PKs have been added, which can be a good thing and can be a bad thing when you're a player on the field.
Now let's talk about our school teams.
So our varsity boys soccer team had a pretty good season. It started with their first game on September 5th. The boys played Johnson City and won 9-0.
On September 11th, they played Maine Edwell and fell for a 0-1 loss.
Next, the boys played Vestal and had a 3-1 win on September 14th.
The next match was against Horseheads on September 16th, and the boys had lost 1-2.
Then they played Ithaca and lost 2-3 on September 18th.
On September 20th, they played Elmira and won 5-2.
Then the boys played at Ithaca and lost 1-2.
On September 30th, the boys beat UE at a 9-0 win.
Next, on October 2nd, they had a 0-1 loss against Horseheads.
On our Corning Hawks senior night, which was on October 8th, the guys played Elmira and won 5-1. The varsity team played in the Section 4 Class AAA semifinal game at Elmira, and the boys lost 1-0 in a double overtime.
Which was an unfortunate end to the season. But now let's talk about the varsity girls.
The girls' first game was on September 5th and was against Johnson City, and they won 6-0.
Their next game against Binghamton on September 10th was a win, 10-1.
Their third game of the season was a loss, 1-2 against Maynenville on September 12th.
On September 14th, they had a rough loss, 0-6 against Vestal.
The next game on September 17th, the girls played Horseheads and won 1-0.
Next, on September 19th, the girls lost to Ithaca 0-2.
On September 21st, the girls won 1-0 against Elmira.
On September 26th, the girls played Ithaca, and the game ended in a 1-1 tie after double overtime.
Our Hawks senior night for the girls was on October 1st against Union Endicott, and our girls won 2-1.
On October 3rd, the girls lost 0-4 against Horseheads.
Next, on October 8th, they lost 0-1 at Elmira.
For the postseason, on October 22nd, the girls' varsity team played in the Section 4 Class AAA semifinal game at Corning, and they had a win, 2-1.
On November 2nd, the girls went up against Ithaca for the postseason Section 4 Class AAA championship game and took an unfortunate loss of 0-3.
This put an end to our varsity girls season also. So now we are going to interview Mrs. Walsh, the JV girls soccer coach here at Corning Painted Post High School.
How many years have you been coaching soccer?
Oh, since I was 18 years old, so 23 years.
Oh my gosh. What levels have you coached? Like what grades and stuff?
Well, I coached U5, so kids under 5. That was intense. I loved every minute, but it was intense. Then I've coached U8, U10, U11, U12, U14, U16.
Wow.
And 1 year in my hometown, I coached this varsity girls, so U19.
What age group is your favorite to coach and why?
Ooh. So I have 2 age groups, and they're favorite for different reasons.
Okay.
So I've enjoyed coaching U8 because they're very little and it's fun, and they get so excited when they do something right. And then my favorite right now is probably coaching JV because I can see the girls finally grasping the things that I need them to do and putting them into play because we practice 6 days a week. So the more you practice, the better you get, and I can see their growth much
Yeah.
faster that way.
Do you coach any travel soccer teams?
I used to, and I coached Corning United.
What do you like about being a coach?
Interacting with the kids. I like teaching them something new. My favorite thing is watching athletes and then figuring out where their strengths are and putting them in a position where they're going to have success. Sometimes they think they should play a certain position, and sometimes I think they should play somewhere else. And 99% of the time, I'm right because I'm looking for their strength. So that's my favorite part.
Yeah. So how did your JV season go this year?
Oh, we did so well, didn't we, Lily?
Yes.
Yes. So our first 2 games, we did not win, but they were probably 2 of the strongest teams.
Yeah.
And the girls made changes right away out in the field, which was awesome. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we didn't lose a game for 7 games in a row.
Yeah.
And they made great changes and, did a good job. And that's what you want to see as a coach. You're going to lose games. It's how you bounce back and do well, and they were able to do that.
Yeah.
Out of all your years coaching JV, what team has been the hardest to beat?
Ooh, Horseheads.
Yeah.
Horseheads and Maine Enwell.
Yeah, I agree with Horseheads.
Horseheads, we were so close this year. We tied, and then we lost with a penalty kick, which I still don't think was a penalty kick.
Oh
But
my
go ahead.
gosh, me either. What was your team's greatest accomplishment while you were their coach?
Probably the 2 seasons that I coached. Well, 2 seasons at Corning United where the girls were undefeated. They were more excited about being undefeated, which is great. But I was more excited for them because in the one season we only had 1 goal scored on us. So we were very strong with our defense, and we
Yeah.
outscored our opponents like 3 goals every game, like
Yeah.
outscoring them. So that was pretty awesome.
Why did you want to become a coach?
I've been asked this before. So when I was younger, in 5th grade, I lost a parent. My dad passed away. And I think jumping into sports and having some good coaches really saved my mental health at that time going through that. And it made an impact. So I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And a lot of my coaches were amazing. I mean, some I didn't have that were great, but some were, and I wanted to give that to other people, pay it forward, you know.
Yeah, that's great. How do you deal with the loss of a game?
I think about it over and over again. No, it stinks to lose, but I always try to find the positive in it. Like, what did we do well versus a different game? Did we lose because we couldn't capitalize on scoring opportunities, or did we lose because, our shape fell down? I like to analyze, like, why we lost and then work that into practice because it's creating growth with you girls and showing you what you can do. So when you lose, you're allowed to, we could grow more as a team, actually.
Yeah, it's a learning opportunity.
What are your expectations for your student athletes in the off season?
Well, they need to continue to do well at school because school comes first, but they really should be doing some type of fitness. I know some of the girls have signed up for indoor soccer and things like that, but that'll only be twice a week. They really should be running and lifting on their own. Or you guys start up like a group of girls and you pick a couple days a week that you meet and do it together. And in the weight room after school, there are PE teachers, and they already have plans there that you can grab and work through because girls have done it in the past.
Yeah. Did you play soccer when you were younger?
I did. I actually started when I was in 5th grade.
Wow. So how many years did you play, like all the way through college?
Yes.
Wow.
What made you fall in love with the sport?
Because I was good at it, and in my hometown in high school, we didn't have as many options or choices to play the variety of sports that you guys have.
Yeah.
So I had 2 options in the fall, and it was cross country or soccer. So I liked running, but I liked soccer a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. And plus a dad of one of my friends, a guy friend, he played soccer, so he would have practices and things like that. He kind of spearheaded the youth program. So I liked that a lot and just jumped in there.
Yeah.
I mean, had they done something else, maybe I would have done it too, but soccer seemed to be the big sport in our little town.
That's why I did it too, because like Will did it, and then like I started playing, so like I just liked it. And I started doing it. Thank you, Coach Walsh. Now let's interview Lizzy, a JV soccer player, and ask her some questions.
Who won the 2024 Women's Soccer Olympics?
I think it was the USA.
Who won the men's 2024 Soccer Olympics?
Oh, brother. Spain?
Yay! Good job. Name a player on the USA women's soccer team.
It's like Swanson, but I don't want to say.
I
can't remember her first
I know
name.
who you're talking about. I think it's Mallory.
Is it Mallory Swanson?
Yeah.
Yes. When is the next World Cup?
Okay.
This requires math.
Okay, so is it okay, we had the Olympics, but that's not the World Cup.
No.
So we had one in
We had it in
it's
7th
every
grade.
4 years, and it was in 7th grade, so 2022. 2026.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. How many players are on the field at a time?
Oh, that's easy. 11.
Who won the World Cup in 2022 for the women?
For the women?
Yeah, that one's hard.
I'm going to say not the U.S., but I have absolutely no idea.
Take a guess.
Take a guess.
Okay. What's like a weird place? Uruguay? I don't know. Uruguay.
It was Spain.
Yeah, it was Spain.
Oh, it wasn't that weird.
No. Who won the 2022 World Cup for the men?
Okay, it was this one team because I remember watching it in Lamlet.
It was a
It
tie.
was like a blue. It was like blue.
Blue and white.
Argentina.
Yeah, Lizzy.
How long is a high school soccer game?
80 minutes because I played.
What does FIFA stand for?
Oh, golly gee. Football in international. So, I don't know the first one, but it's got to be International Football Association. But I don't know what the first F
It is Federal International Football Association.
Okay, so I had most of it.
Yes. Okay. Now let's talk about you as a soccer player.
How many years have you been playing soccer?
I started when I was 6, so 8 years. That's a long
Wow.
time.
I've been playing for 1.
No, you played in 8th grade, so 2 years, because you've had like 2 seasons.
I tried to play soccer, but it didn't
Basically.
last long.
What position do you play?
It varies from attack or midfield. It's really where my coach really needs me.
What one do you like better?
I like attack when we're playing like a 3-4-3, but I don't like when it's 2 because I feel too crowded, and that's when I like midfield. I like my space.
Yeah, me and Lizzy are a pretty good duo on midfield and attack.
Yeah, we are perfect.
Yep. What is your favorite part about soccer?
Probably like all like the like people I meet and like new friends, and it's just fun because like a bunch of girls, and it just clears my head after school. Kicking soccer ball.
Yes.
Do you play for a club?
Yes, I play for Corning United. My favorite ever.
Do you travel anywhere for it?
Yeah, we have a couple tournaments this year. They're kind of far away, but the games are not too far. But it's really the tournaments. that
Where are the
far away.
tournaments?
One's in Baltimore, Maryland. One possibly could be in Boston or Hershey. It depends. And then one's in Rochester, which isn't too far.
Guys, soaring caps is better. Play caps.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You have more friends.
Lizzy, what's your favorite cleat brand?
Nike, because they have the bestest cleats ever.
I agree.
What's the difference between playing school and club soccer?
There's like not really like they're in the game. It's not, but like club soccer, you go like farther away places and you play different teams rather than like you have to stay in your division really for school, and you get like a lot more like tournaments is a big difference. But like the actual game, there's not a difference.
Do you like club soccer or school soccer more?
It's a hard question. I can't pick either.
I really can't pick because like they have their like pros and cons for both, and they're like both really fun, and you also get to play with different people too.
Yeah.
So it's like
in club, I play up, so it's nice because I get better.
You
yeah,
play with older kids.
and like in club I play with like some of the same people, but then there's like different people that like come from different places that like you get to like be friends with and
It's
stuff.
nice to meet new people
Yeah.
if they're like not go to
Yeah.
your school.
And it's like fun to like play with new people and beat them. I'm just kidding.
I like when we play like really like hard teams because like you get so much better, and I like the fact that you get to travel. Like we went.
Traveling with your club team is fun.
Yeah,
I
like
love
we
traveling.
went to Massachusetts and we were on the beach with my club team. It was so fun.
It's like just fun, like being with like your club team in different places, I guess. But I can't pick one.
I feel like the club team is more like a family than a school team.
Yeah, like a school team, like I'm already started club, where school like won't start for a long time. So like
Yeah.
it's like I feel I play more for club than school, but
yeah.
it's hard to pick.
Yeah, because like school's good too. Like I'm a lot closer with the girls for my school team, but I feel like I can't pick.
Playing club's like a break from school, though. Like,
Yeah. It's the hard thing about club though is like if you're like a multiple season athlete, like then you get out of your like school practice and then you go to club. So like it's a
Yeah.
lot of late nights.
But I feel like it's kind of fun just having like a sport you play for club like year round, honestly. Like for soccer
Yeah.
is fun. Like I never get a break and it's kind of fun.
I know, I love being busy. Like if I'm not busy, I'm so bored.
Like what else am I supposed to do except play soccer?
Lizzy, do you want to play soccer in college?
Some people might get mad, but I don't. Like I want to be done in high school and be like focusing on my like career and getting there. But I feel like it'd be fun maybe to have like pickup games or something. But I don't want
Yeah.
to play for like the team.
That'd be fun.
Honestly, I kind of agree with that, and I'm like right in the middle about it because there's like benefits to playing college soccer. Because like obviously I love the sport and I like would want to keep playing, but it's like gonna be a lot to balance if like you try to play college soccer and try to do college in general.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am too. But I think I'm leaning more towards stopping after high school.
Okay, now to end with a controversial question: Ronaldo or Messi? There is a right answer here.
Messi.
Ew! No.
Why is it messy?
Well, just because his name sounds better. I'm just kidding.
Get out.
I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Lizzy, for playing our fun trivia game.
You're welcome.
Well, we have learned so much today. We hope you have learned something too.
Thanks for tuning in to our first episode. I hope you enjoyed it.
Bye, Hawks.